This is Keep Calm and Mother On, a special series brought to you by Everyday Motherhood, and I am Christy Thomas.
Thanks, Lucy.
You're welcome. Also, that was my ukulele.
Welcome to Thursday, April 30th. Wow, guys. Okay, here we go. I have the last of the last tips for you. As you send tips in about what will make your pandemic summer awesome, I will slowly release those tips. I will try to do it weekly, but that's really going to depend on you. Okay, so we're shifting the topic of the messages to leave. I want to hear your pandemic summer plans. What will you do to make amazing memories as we shift into this new future? Okay, I love you and I thank you for all of your tips. Let's keep calm and mother on together. My tip today is to just sit outside if you can and breathe. Lately, I've never felt more like I should just treat myself like a houseplant. Probably because I'm stuck in my house like a houseplant. But treat yourself like a houseplant. Make sure you're getting sun and water and breathing deeply. Okay? We've got this together. Here are your tips.
After being diagnosed with cancer last year, I was forced to reevaluate my priorities. And as we're ending this year-long cancer battle, I'm realizing how quickly I fell out of prioritizing and being aware of where I was setting my values so quickly, which is shameful, but I'm grateful for this opportunity to reevaluate again and to notice where my priorities are. So I would say to reevaluate our priorities, to notice where we've put value, where it may not belong, to be curious about which parts of our quarantining schedule could carry into future life and serve us better, to truly take advantage of this time and see it as an opportunity to hit the reset button, to hit the brakes, to see what needs to be reevaluated, and also to eliminate the things that aren't honoring to the Lord or to our family. And to make sure that we're holding on to those things made of gold that do withstand the fire, and make sure that we implement those into our new schedule to truly use this time to reevaluate and reset our lives after quarantine.
Practice the idea of a reset. If you and your child are beginning to exchange and it's starting to get tense, try and hit pause and invite them for a reset moment. And when you do your reset moment, invite them to come with you to another part of your home, sit with them, opposite them, and give them some positive affirmations. And when you're ready, go back to what you were doing, or pick another activity to enjoy together, or maybe even decide together that you're going to have time for yourself.
Yeah, so I think the two tips that I have for moms and families during this quarantine season is one, for moms to be doing good self-care, checking in with the breath, checking in with how they're feeling and letting those feelings be, so that we can do that with our kids as well, even if that means we don't feel happy. And the second thing would be finding creative ways to connect, that we're not so concerned about educating right now, but we're more concerned with the heart of our kids. And most often that comes through play. So coloring, Play-Doh, a movie, fun snacks, but those connective things that draw us together, that create memories, that create space so we can talk about the hard things, and create fun. Because it doesn't all have to be bad, but that we are able to hold both the good and the hard.
Hi, my best tip for surviving social distancing with our kids is to understand the concept of expansion and contraction. That means in relationships, whether it's our relationships with our kids or our kids' relationships with one another, we need plenty of time to come together and contract and to be close and to engage in activities close together, such as doing a puzzle or coloring or reading a book together. But we also need time to expand and be away from one another and to be apart, whether it's just everyone going to their respective rooms or going outside to get some movement and breathing in. We all need time to come together, and then we also need to recognize when we need to separate and give each other space. Sometimes our kids aren't so great about recognizing that difference, and they need a little bit of extra support from us and some cueing to make that happen.
I work full-time at home, and right now, with all the changes, I also have 2 young ones, an almost 6-year-old and an almost 3-year-old, who are also home full-time. So a lot of what we're doing during this time is my husband and I are sitting down, we're looking at schedules and consulting with one another on what time we need for ourselves, what time we need to work, and then making sure that we're balancing our time with the boys. When I'm with the boys, I try really hard to focus on the present, which is not one of my giftings. I tend to be a planner. I look to the future. I think a lot about the past. And right now, when so much is uncertain, I'm trying really hard to look at where they are now. So celebrating the little milestones, which is my 6-year-old learning to read. I get to spend about 15 minutes a day with him going over phonics and reading small stories. And then potty training our 3-year-old and watching him work in the garden and take such joy with the chickens and in the garden. It is a crazy time, and it's hard not to worry, but there are beautiful things in the small things.
I know that we've been in this for a while, but I hope the messages of taking a reset and expansion and contraction and celebrating every little thing totally resonate with you. I needed to hear those words today. So thank you. If you want to continue the conversation, go find the Everyday Motherhood Podcast Fans group on Facebook, and I will see you there. Also, if you want to leave a rating and review to celebrate how much this project helped you, I would love to read those words. I love words of affirmation. Thank you.